Let me see. Thank goodness you're awake, or I'll have to try my last-ditch move. Emergency skills for junior patrollers. Lesson 1, CPR. Never did it on any living person, though. Juicia. Sorry. You just woke up, and here I am, chatting up a storm.
Are you all right? Do you feel any discomfort?
You can call me Trisha, and she's Yang Yang.
We are in the Gorge of Spirits. It's on the outskirts of Zhenzhou, Huanglong. Your attire doesn't seem local. Are you a roving traveler from afar, or someone returning home? So you don't know why you're here, where you're from, or who you are.
Baisha didn't tell us you'd have these after effects when you wake up.
The wind has brought us a warning. The Etheric Sea is converging. It seems a new tacit field is taking shape.
That means it's probably gonna get dangerous here soon. I knew it. Our gourds are out of service because of the Etheric Sea's influence. We can't send or receive messages for help now. We better hurry over to meet up with Baiju at our gathering spot and get out of here. Guess you really can't recall a thing, but don't worry. If you got any questions, we can talk as we move. Yang Yang and I will give you the full scoop, every little detail from the get-go.
Rover, can we call you that for now? Before you remember your true name? We shouldn't stay here. If you don't have other plans, how about leaving with us for now?
Oh, that's great. Let's go together. Rover, I know you can't remember a thing, but there's one thing I'm 100% sure about you. You must be a resonator too.
You've got a tacit mark on the back of your hand, and you have a gourd. It may seem all nice and quiet here now, but you never know when a tacit discord might pop up out of
out of nowhere. Oh my! Speak of the devil!
Disperse. No hesitation. Huh. 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 Huh.
So you still remember how to fight despite having forgotten everything? Wow! Watch me lead the charge next time. No one messes with Ma Shao I mean, Jisha.
What's wrong? Are you injured from the fight? This is the statue of Jue, the sentinel in Zhenzhou, in the shape of a long. There is one capital and 6 cities in Huanglong, with each city having its own sentinel. Sentinels are present where civilizations thrive. Huanglong stands out with the highest number of currently coexisting sentinels. Records state the sentinels in Huanglong were once a single entity. Now there are sentinels in other regions too, but fewer compared to Huanglong. In Huanglong, most of the sentinels take the shape of a long. In other regions, they manifest in various forms. You were standing face to face with our sentinel? One can hardly see our sentinel with their own eyes. Most people only get the chance during the appointment ceremonies. According to your description, you stood pretty close. Only the sentinel's appointed resonator is allowed in its proximity. For now, that person is the magistrate of Zhenzhou.
Whoa, darn! That must be an elite class!
Chizia might be in danger. Rover, please.
The end has come. I sense your weakness.
Rover, watch out! Serenade!
Speeding up.
Swift and resolute.
Let me be your blade.
Tempest!
Speeding up.
Deference! Let the winds roar! Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance.
close. You fought so well. I didn't even get a chance to help, and Yang Yang just... I didn't even get a chance to help, and Yang Yang just rushed over to protect you like a Anyway, Yang Yang was trying to shield you, and then BAM! The Tacit Discord was taken care of before I could get... See? There's a resonance beacon over there. When you see a beacon, be sure to register and activate it. It's usually safe within a 5-meter radius of a beacon. It can protect you from danger sometimes.
Rover, could you hand me your terminal for a moment? Done. Its design and system version are different from ours, but your terminal still has the data transfer and other basic functions. We are almost at the gorge's entrance. There will be a descent.
Once you're out of the gorge, there's only a short walk to reach Jinzhou. Jinzhou is the safest place around here. The Resonance Nexus provides coverage for the whole city. Besides, we've got a protective barrier and strong fortifications. Right?
Jinzhou sits between the Desert Highland and the Norfolk Barrens. It's a border city and a fortress. It's very crucial to the safety of Huanglong.
Huh? We've agreed to meet up with Bai Zhe here. Where is she?
This is the center of the Etheric Sea.
A tacit field? When did it show up? It wasn't here when we just got here.
But I didn't sense a hint of a tacit field's presence.
So it appeared while we weren't looking? Like in the blink of an eye? Or maybe the Etheric Sea can tell where we are. Could it be following us?
The center of the tacit field.
Isn't that Bai Zhe? Bai Zhe! Bai Zhe!
We're too far away. Perhaps she can't hear us. Freshly formed tacit fields have a dormant period. During this time, it is relatively safe. The dormant period of a tacit field varies based on its formation time. Generally, the shorter the formation time, the longer the dormant period. However, with a longer dormant period, the tacit discords born within are usually stronger. The faster a tacit field forms, the longer its dormant period lasts. For now, this tacit field should be safe.
According to the hero plays, yes, there's a chance for that.
Right. The glider can't carry us beyond the Tacit Field's range. Besides, Baizhi is there. We'll have to go down and see what is going on. Now it's time to use a glider module. Rover, let me help you activate it.
We're in a dormant Tacit Field, right? Why did you come here by yourself? You know,
You are all right, it seems.
Yeah, she was super energetic and a super big TD. Way more spirited than me.
I've been keeping an eye on her condition through the street. Baizhi is just concerned about your condition. She must think we shouldn't be letting you move around.
Wow, would you look at that?
This isn't the place for talking. Let's go.
Here too.
It's the Tacit Discord divinity. Be careful. One more time. I sense your weakness. Bad timing.
Let me be your blade. Serenade! Doesn't matter. Speeding up.
Disperse. Moment of resonance.
But don't worry. Face the shapeless!
Swift and resolute.
Bad timing.
Let's keep it together.
Let me be your blade. Precipitant! Doesn't matter.
The end has come.
Speeding up.
I can take it.
Let the winds roar.
Rover! Are you all right? Are you hurt? Oh, thank goodness. We could see that darn barrier, but couldn't lay a finger on it.
I'm fine too. I've never seen such a formidable tacit discord before, but Rover was able to completely defeat it. I didn't really do much. It was all thanks to you, Rover. That's strange. This place isn't known to be so dangerous.
Anyway, come check this out.
Oh, this is an echo.
Wow, an echo of the elite class. Someone got lucky today.
My apologies. We got a little carried away. Does reverberation or echo ring a bell to you, Rover? Everything in our world is made up of frequencies, and every sound generates a reverberation. Those echoes are the lingering reverberations of tacit discords after they disintegrate. We can absorb the—
Oh, by Pangu Terminal, she means the gourd-shaped device every resonator has, developed by researchers in Huanglong. But you see, it's not always we get to find these. Also, there's a limit to what your gourd can absorb.
Absorption is only possible when your databank's level is equal to or higher than the tacit discord's level. The terminal can then convert its reverberation into an echo for use in battle. My terminal issued a warning when it detected that tacit discord earlier. It should at least be an Overlord class. Rover, would you mind checking your databank level?
No need for that. Rover, why don't you just try absorbing it with your terminal? Oh, so it doesn't work. No worries. You can start with smaller ones before tackling this guy here. There should be some sweet baby roshrooms around here. Let's go check those out, shall we?
We'll need to report the unusual phenomena. Let's make our exit.
Hungry. I'm starving. What kind of power is that? Rover, you've been playing the fool all along? I've never seen a resonance ability quite like this. You got any other tricks up your sleeve? Like eating a whole tacit discord? Grilling echoes alive?
Could it be related to your lost memories? Can you recall anything now? Rover, are you feeling all right? Any discomfort? Could it be the side effect of fighting that tacit discord? Baizhi, can we take Rover to do a checkup at Huashu Academy's resonant... Baizhi?
Absorbing echoes with the human body is not entirely unprecedented.
With the human body? I remember Comprehensive Mirror for Historians mentioned this in the Huanglong section's opening. A celestial being descended, commanding the Tiankun's boundless power. Assuming mortal form, they condensed the primordial essence, creating Pangu. Cleaving heaven and earth apart, they aligned the celestial and terrestrial. Their radiance encompassed the four corners.
Thus, there was a very strong person way back, like they held the whole universe right in their hands. As there was no terminal in those days, they absorbed the tacit discords with their bare hands. And the TD they absorbed was the most powerful of all. That person turned it into the first echo ever. Then they used the power of that echo to rebuild the world, sort out the laws, and that's how the history of Huanglong began. Please, Yang Yang, stop reciting that, I'm begging you. Oh my, it's taking me back to my school days, when I had to recite pages and pages of them. Anyway, that's just a made-up legend, isn't it? Whether it's true or not, that story happened a long time ago, when Jinzhou didn't even exist. Could it be that Rover's like the great-great-great-great-great-granny of us all?
Let's not jump to conclusions without enough data and proper analysis. Rover.
Back.
This is a holographic message to all of Jinzhou from the city hall.
My fellow soldiers and citizens, I apologize for any inconvenience caused. I am Jin Shi, the magistrate of Jinzhou. As the Moon Chasing Festival approaches, our city welcomes visitors from around the world. The festivities are highly anticipated by our people, and I too share in this joyful sentiment. Jinzhou has always been a crucial defense against the tacit discord outbreaks, safeguarding Huanglong. We have a heavy responsibility on our shoulders with no room for retreat or failure. It is the dedication of our warriors, along with the diligence of our citizens, that has allowed us to thrive in peace and prosperity. Despite the challenges of tacit discords, we remain steadfast and hospitable to visitors, upholding our enduring traditions. With that in mind, I have a favor to ask. Among our many visitors, there is one visitor that holds utmost importance to me, the city of Jinzhou, and the entirety of Huanglong. We have awaited your arrival for a long time. Given the circumstances, you may be feeling bewildered at this time. You should have noticed some strange happenings related to you. If you plan to stay in Jinzhou for some time, I would be more than delighted to personally meet you in the City Hall of Jinzhou. While I cannot guarantee to provide all the answers you need, I will do my best to assist you and provide necessary permissions, if applicable. This is only my personal request. You can decide your course of action in any way you see fit. Therefore, I request the people and soldiers of Jinzhou to assist this esteemed visitor when the opportunity arises.
Why do I get this feeling?
This person our magistrate was talking about?
As Rover.
Wow, so this is the true measure of a chief. I mean, of our rover. This is the true measure of a chief. It's a famous line from a good old hero play. It's been running for almost 4 years. It's a really heartwarming tale about the chief and their squad.
Does that hero play story sound familiar to you?
Hey, that ain't the point, okay?
What are your plans now, Rover? I remember you had a flashback of yourself looking into its eyes when you saw the statue of our sentinel. We can't confirm its authenticity, but based on the magistrate's message, it seems Jinzhou has a lot to do with your past. Whether you were the visitor our magistrate mentioned or not, you are surely important to Jinzhou, and you will be our important
Friend! We've already entrusted our lives to each other. I've never seen so many TDs packed together. And that elite one was so scary. Well, you did get rid of most of them. Anyway, once we're back in Jinzhou, I'll treat you that famous specialty from Panhua's restaurant.
It would be best for your well-being to have a thorough physical examination once we arrive in Jinzhou. While there don't seem to be any immediate side effects following While there don't seem to be any immediate side effects following the absorption of that echo. While there don't seem to be any immediate side effects following the absorption of that echo, we cannot rule out the possibility of other latent risks. Given our lack of data on you and your unusual physical signs, I suggest absorbing another reverberation with your terminal when we find one. That being said, please be sure to proceed cautiously.
Yeah, don't go too hard on yourself. You should get a check. I'm gonna get you one you can absorb. I never go back on my promise. Your hero Chisha's on the hunt.
Disperse. I sense your weakness.
Let me be your blade. Doesn't matter. Speeding up.
Swift and resolute.
Can you reenact what you did before?
Maybe you can only absorb. Or does it have to be a certain? Or maybe we should give your terminal a whirl. Yay! It worked! I've never seen a gourd. course, your terminal's got a different look, but the functions are pretty much the same.
One with the sounds. Break. No hesitation. Cherish every gain. One with the sounds. Moment of resonance.
Let me be your blade.
Serenade!
Shape the shapeless! This is the answer to our endeavor. Speeding up. Speeding up. Speeding up. Speeding up. Precipitant!
Swift and resolute. One with the sound. One with the sounds. the sounds. Huh.
Hey! Speeding up. Speeding up. Shape the shapeless. Ha!
The end has come. One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade.
Swift and resolute. No hesitation.
Precipitant!
Moment of resonance. Cherish every gain. Disperse. One with the sound. One more time.
Storm, hear my command! Please. Let me be your blade.
Swift and resolute.
Look! Jinzhou City's just up ahead!
Rover?
There you are. My dearest. Seed of fate. Alrighty, what should we do next? Shall we go grab a bite?
I am to return to the academy. The anomalies of the gorges of spirits, the resurgence of that tacit field, and the many wave-worn phenomena occurrences. I should report them in time.
Then I'll go submit our report. and prepare the documentation needed for Rover's audience with the magistrate while I'm there. It may take some time, but there won't be too much paperwork.
Then I guess I'll take Rover over to the Nexus Tower for registration first, and we'll just hang out for a while. Being new to Jinzhou and all, she can't be left standing outside the city hall with nothing to do. Hospitality is our local specialty, you know.
Then I'll leave you in Shizia's care, Rover. Is that all right with you? I'll give you a call once the paperwork is done.
Leave it to me.
I'll send the branch of Resin Medical Science a notice. We need to conduct a thorough physical examination on you to make sure you are fine. Come visit the academy after your audience if you have no other plans. Yes. A physical examination would be required to determine if any disease is present. Of course, we won't do anything without your consent.
You guys done yet? What's the holdup? Let's move! Then I'll have more time to show Ro. We've got loads of fun in Jinzhou. We can go watch lion dances, hero plays, stand-up shows, and then maybe the martial championships. Plus tons of...
Chissa, ally of justice, at your service. Are you the one in need of a hero?
Here we are! Jinzhou's... Exactly! Long story short, it's the smaller ones. Data is shared between all. Just place your terminal here.
I have the arrangements in place. Rover, you can come visit the magistrate at any time. Shizia, do you mind bringing Rover over to the city hall?
What do you mean I'm not the VIP the magistrate's expecting? Go see for yourself. Everyone's been talking about it. Every guest is important to Jinzhou.
Ew. First time seeing such a crowd in front of the city hall.
I was surprised too. I've never seen so many non-staff personnel here before. Most of the people here have applied for an audience, but I heard they've all been... Most people were advised to leave by the magistrate's bodyguard upon sending in their applications. The ones staying here are either trying to apply for some other people or just too stubborn to leave. The few that made it inside said it only took one freezing look from Lady Sunhua and they were compelled to leave.
What kind of description is that? Sounds like they've met some snake-haired lady and got turned into stone.
She's the magistrate's personal bodyguard.
Oh, I've heard of her before. She's the all-round Death Glare / Terminator Ice Beauty. That's what the rumors say, at least. So this is the true confidence of our Rover. I agree, though. So far, you've been ticking all the boxes in our magistrate's description. Sure, it can...
Have you thought of something, Rover? You mean... I can't really keep up with your thoughts, but I think a meeting with a magistrate wouldn't hurt.
Same here. Anyway, our magistrate's the best lead we have for now, no matter what she has in store for Rover. Then that's exactly what we're after.
We're on the right track then. You'll be getting your memories back in no time. What do you think, Rover? Are you in a hurry to recover your memories? In that case, how about meeting with the magistrate first? We're not allowed to go with you. Shizia and I will be right outside the city hall. We'll be waiting for you.
That's right. We're not going anywhere. Just give us a shout if anything goes down. Wait, no, we won't be able to hear you. Plus, they've got this rule about not yelling inside the city hall.
I'm not the VIP the magistrate's expecting. Go see for yourself. Everyone's been talking about it. Every guest is important to Jinzhou. They didn't tell me I'm not. Why can't you let me talk to the magistrate?
Please, follow me. Kindly have a seat. Lady Sanhua will be with you shortly. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I apologize for the delay. My name is Sanhua, the bodyguard of Madam Magistrate. I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is currently away. Prior to her departure, she instructed me to bring you these tokens and a welcome gift. Madam Magistrate advised you to explore what these tokens represent during her absence. This may help you acquire the information you desire sooner. I apologize for the inconvenience, but please rest assured she will be here to meet you in 3 days' time. When it comes to these tokens, it is never her intention to confuse you with the puzzles. Instead, they should serve as clues that lead you toward the truth. Madam Magistrate deeply regrets not having the time to deliver her messages to you in person. We value your presence far more than you might imagine. The same goes for any and all information about you. Since Madam Magistrate is currently away, I cannot make the final confirmation on her behalf. But you are truly exceptional. Regarding that, my eyes can see the frequencies of all living beings. Or rather, those frequencies are the only thing I can see. You share the same frequency with Madam Magistrate. You look undistorted and authentic in your original form. In my eyes, you appear the way you are. They all look different. May I have your terminal for a moment? Yes, it's the gourd on your waist, the device every resonator carries. Madam Magistrate thought you might need it. The utility module
upgraded to the latest iteration. Now, all the utilities, including sensor, levitator, and grapple, should be fully functional. You are now granted unlimited access to all regions in Jinzhou. I have sent your terminal ID to every border pass and residence beacon. You will only need to display your terminal ID or activate a beacon with your terminal for entry. You are free to visit any part of Jinzhou. Yes, including the City Hall. You have full access to its facilities. Also, may I ask, have you decided your place of... If not, Madam Magistrate has arranged accommodation for you in advance, here in the city. I will lead you to your room if you need. Understood. We will be ready to accommodate you anytime.
One with the sounds.
Rover! It took you so long. What gives? Was our magistrate a chatterbox? So Madam Magistrate's not in the city. It sure is.
Shisia, the increasing tacit fields, uncannily powerful tacit discords, and now, our magistrate's absent.
Plus, the mysterious Rover.
I'm afraid.
Well, we've reported to the City Hall, the Ministry of War, and the Academy. I mean, this is one long. And we're talking about Jinzhou of all places. We've been through our fair share of unrest over the past 1,000 years, and we've made it together There's been TD outbreaks every year, but we can always trust General Ji Yan, Madam Magistrate, and our Sentinel to have our backs. We're not ones to mess with.
United we stand, a bastion of might. Do you have any plans, Rover? Rover, do you mind if we have a look at the tokens?
So, what's so special about them? The color of this leaf seems a bit odd. Can't tell what tree it is.
I think I can feel something from it. Never mind. It's too faint. Maybe it was just my imagination. Sorry. I can't tell what kind of tree this leaf belongs to either.
A candy? Oh, I've had these when I was a kid, but I haven't seen anything like this in a while.
It reminds me of my childhood. I was really scared of getting my flu shots when I was little, but What does it mean as a token? It seems like it is a horological device that tells time by using sunlight's direction. Sundials in Huanglong usually have marked lines for the 12 shuchens in a day, and every shuchen is 2 hours long. On this sundial, time seems to be represented by the 12 earthly branches, and its inner ring shows the 4 symbols, each representing one cardinal direction. These generally, the teal long represents the east, the white tiger stands for the west, the vermilion bird stands for the south, and finally, it seems the sundial is supposed to show both time and direction. But how can it work when there is not a compass attached?
Ugh, that requires way too much brain power.
This says magazines are not native to Zhengzhou. They are usually imported by boat. I think we can find more magazines being sold at the nearby markets. They're not always available for purchase, though. The frequent tacit Discord outbreaks can disrupt transportation and cause shortages. The Midnight Rangers have greatly improved the situation in recent years, but still. So Zhixia and I share similar childhood memories of the Sugar Pearl. Do you remember it too, Rover?
When it comes to candies, no one knows them better than the kids of Jinzhou. I don't have candy like that. But I got this. It's really good. You can... Madam Magistrate said we should be nice to every guest. There's still some distance to the Huaxu Academy. Let's see who reaches there fast. Yang Yang just installed some apps for you. Just open the util. See? 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 Just open the utilities, select the grapple, and there you go. If you want to be a hero like the Jinjo Speedster, you gotta master the grapple. Come on, give it a shot, Rover.
Remnants of the past.
Wait a sec, someone's looking for me. Yeah? What? When did he disappear? Duty calls. Oops, sorry, Rover. If you need me, just stop. Anyway, I gotta go.
Sure. Go do your Rover. Let's go inside. Replied to my message. She's probably busy in her lab. Over there must be... Anyway, let's try asking him, shall we?
What? You need something?
Mr. Mortivy, please pardon our intrusion. We are friends of Baiju, and we're here to look for her.
I see. I hope I didn't cause any offense earlier.
Not at all. It was us who bothered you.
Baiju should be in the data analysis room. I'll go tell her you're here.
Thank you, sir. This is Mortivy, a renowned... This is Mortivy, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the new Federation, and he joined the Huashu Academy.
Here you are. The data we collected in the Gorges of Spirits has been submitted for analysis, and we'll have the results today. Any discoveries during your trip to the City Hall?
What do you think, Baiju?
I have a hypothesis about the sugar pearl, but I need to verify it first. If possible, I recommend conducting non-destructive tests of all these tokens you have. Data is always straightforward. The first 3 tokens can be tested at my branch's laboratory. This miniature sundial will require radiographic testing, though. To access the necessary... Yes, Mortify is the branch of Tacitite Weaponry's head within the Department of Safety. One moment, please.
Give me the items to be tested. Anything else you need me to know, you can let me know now. You may retrieve your items in 20 minutes, and the analysis report will be ready 5 minutes after that. Take a right, and you'll find me in the testing room. I don't see anything special with these items. Speaking of the sugar pearl, you all remember eating sugar pearls like this when you were kids? I don't think I've ever had anything like this in my childhood. No, I'm from the New Federation. You mean the sugar pearl might be unique to Huanglong?
I remember a nurse lady giving me a candy like that.
So, sugar pearls like this were distributed at hospitals, perhaps?
The sugar pearl might be a type of medicine. Its sweet taste would have made it more palatable to children.
Miss Baija, as a Huanglong local working at the academy, I suppose you already had an idea about what it is?
I do have my theory as to what it is, but it still needs verification. I wouldn't proclaim any solid answers before confirming the chemical composition of this item with reliable data.
Seconded. Let's find out through actual testing.
It will take some time before the results are ready. If you have other matters to take care of, you should go.
Shall we wait here at the academy, Rover?
Sure you can. But don't forget your physical examination. I'll see you in a while for that. I have the equipment ready. I'll need to check your health status and see if there are any unusual fluctuations. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Do you have any questions before we begin? When a tacit discord is eliminated, its frequency energy may linger in the form of an incorporeal manifestation, which is known as a reverberation. A resonator's terminal collects and records said reverberations, turning them into echoes that can be directed as desired. The combat abilities of these additionally, some echo— yes, to some extent. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal? I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. So it was indeed absorbed into your body. The Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body, leaving no trace behind. But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body. How do you define monster? For resonators like you, such abnormal fluctuations in frequency typically lead to overclocking. This is known as overclocking, and is categorized into 3 levels based on severity. In extreme cases, the excess energy can even manifest as destructive. We have established a comprehensive overclock diagnosis process to accurately predict potential risks of overclocking. Your waveform graph shows a remarkable level of stability, surpassing any resonator I've encountered. You don't need to worry about that for the time being. To put it simply, it seems there is another dimension, or I use that as a metaphor to express my speculation. If such a thing existed within you, scientists would be eagerly seeking to understand it. There are so many mysteries about you worth exploring. It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still. Enemy's simulated training ground. Don't worry, Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated tacit discords like you normally would.
One with the sound. Talents, come forth.
Speeding up synchronization.
One with the sound. Strike from the shadows.
As Yotan had previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Crownless's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your resonance with further testing.
Synchronization.
Moment of resonance.
Not the slightest fluctuation in your frequency energy. So it was not your resonance ability either. best your potential.
Swift and resolute. No one with the sound. Swift and resolute.
I've gathered all the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
Rover, can you hear me? Hello?
The comm line is dead. Something's wrong. Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit? I'm back to the same spot again. And this... moon. What is happening? Are those tacit discords?
Rover! Rover! Thank goodness! You're awake, Baiji. What happened just now? The connection was suddenly cut off.
Rover, do you still remember what you saw? Can you give us some more details? A giant tacit discord with a scythe. It doesn't sound like the Crownless. Might be even higher ranked. This is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground into use. The sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place, be it good or bad. We built this simulated training ground after the structure of sonorospheres. Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated sonorosphere. But we cannot guarantee that your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we accidentally captured. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations of sentient beings. I suspect it could have something to do with your unconscious mind. Such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation, and they resonated with your subconscious. Or perhaps they were lifted from your subconscious in the first place. I'm afraid I can't give you a conclusion yet. Not until we've run a thorough analysis on the data collected. I'll also check the simulated sonorosphere again to see what on earth. In terms of bodily functions, you seem to be in perfect health. In fact, all the data look quite good. But if you feel anything unusual, please come find me anytime.
I am Baiji, a researcher at the Huashu Academy. Let me witness where this encounter will take us.
So time for another afternoon consultation, I see. What's on your mind today?
Talk is cheap. Show me the action.
Time to work? No more lazing around then.
Here's your sundial, intact as it was.
Mr. Mortefi, can we have the test results?
Simply put, it's hollow. Here, try tapping on it. It sounds different from a song. It's not just a timekeeping tool. It's an intricate mortise and tenon puzzle box. This sundial is hollow with an inner compartment. We scanned it, and there's a small, however, it's missing a crucial component. We should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right component is installed. Automata mechanics isn't my field of study. I specialize in developing tacitite weapons, but the foundational theories behind these applied technologies are quite similar. It wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacit. Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct positions, and you should be able to solve the puzzle and access the... However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like. Well, that's a no-brainer indeed. We could certainly give it a try. If you're fine with the paper scroll being destroyed by its protective mechanism, that is. One moment. What is it? You certainly are... It's indeed beautiful data.
Rover, Mr. Mortefi's expression seems to have sought an amiable person, isn't he? We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling. It looks like Mr. Mortefi needs more time. Maybe we should give him some space to concentrate. Rover, let's come back later, shall we?
Yes, of course. I've already noticed all that you mentioned. Indeed. You just pointed out a blind spot in my thinking. Your workshop? That hellish place? Stop sweet-talking me. I get it. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's get back to the sundial. It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle box. The missing component in the middle needs to fulfill two entirely different structural requirements at the same time. Considering its entire structure, this component needs an automatic buckle that goes down on top of an embedded pointer. I'll drop a design for you. The parts you'll need can be found in Jiang Li's workshop. I've already informed him about it. You'll only need to go fetch the parts in his
Mr. Mortifi? Is that the person you were talking to earlier? Mr. Xiang Li Yao, I think?
Yes. It doesn't take me much effort to figure out this little sundial here. But I do admit he's the expert in automata mechanics I mentioned earlier. The only principal investigator we currently have. It's a minefield of clutter and chaos. A murky swamp within the Academy walls, as vile and perilous as some primeval forest before the lament.
I see. Shall we go and retrieve the parts now, Rover? I mentally prepared myself for the worst, though it is a bit hard to... This should be it. Let's go back and show it to Miss... Mr. Mortifi? We found the parts.
Good. Bring it to me.
The test results are in. The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption. We found nothing unusual about it. From the purple leaf you presented, I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources, but they were overlapping and difficult to distinguish. This is a rare occurrence. The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf, but it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, and gravity loss. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomena. And the lament was the start of it all.
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago. The low-temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades ago?
The archives in the Academy should have information on the sugar pearl. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Mr. Mortifi?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
So, the discs are rotatable now.
Yes, Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it.
The earthly branches and 4 symbols. These symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanglong. Nowadays, it is mainly reserved for calendars, numerology, and indexing, but it's falling out of daily use now. What kind of information could it represent?
It's the filing system. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives, namely the Grand Libraries.
Yes, the large data repositories located in Huanglong's major cities.
The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
I found it. It's located on the way. Mao Cheng Si. Wu Wei. Grover, it's here. If I remember correctly, Zhenzhou was established during a year of Wei, several cycles ago. The Gorges of Spirits battle sparked Zhenzhou's founding, and the formidable tacit discord described here? There are 2 photos here. Rover, about the show. Life has never been easy after the lament. The battle against that epidemic in Zhenzhou was grueling. Once infected, children either died or suffered lifelong disabilities, resonators or not. With tacit discord, words are not enough to convey how desperate people must have felt. They resorted to self-experimentation with a newly developed vaccine. We owe our presence here to those who came before us. It's important to remember their sacrifices. If the sugar pearl points to the information and reports we have just read, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Is it related to your past? Or is it, according to the reports, the vaccine's creator died 3 years after its development, with the rest of the team now aged over. You mean, you could be that infant shown in the pictures? They should be around your age by now. But he doesn't have your golden eyes. Rover. Life has never been. The battle words are not enough to. We owe our present. If the sugar pearl points to the is it related to your past? Are you saying that the information contained in the sugar pearl doesn't directly point to your identity? Rover, about the sugar pearl. We have the symbol way now. This should go with the time part, but we can't yet solve the puzzle. Maybe we can figure out the card. Rover. Zhenzhou was the most recent city established in Huanglong. The Mountains of Spirit, the Battle of Gorges of Spirits was the catalyst to found Zhenzhou. tacit discords. The Crownless is a tacit discord that embodies war itself. The hatred of the fallen warriors and the fear of the survivors are the ingredients for it. With the limited information available, some researchers have speculated its connection with the Threnodian. When it comes to the Threnodian, there is a lot to tell. For now, think of it this way. The Threnodian is the most powerful tacit discord. The Battle of the Threnodian that happened long ago was to fend it off. According to the reports, the Crownless is very similar to the formidable tacit discord we encountered. Our sentinel, Jue, manifested before us in that battle. Rover, about the sugar pearl. What do you think, Rover?
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Our clues point to the sugar pearl as a key in solving the sundial's puzzle. Simply put, we both had a reason for meeting. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her, making it seem like she is complicating matters. Maybe she was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle, instead of actually putting it together. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. She needed to ensure that those who may come across these tokens without understanding their true meaning would not be able to use them. If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you do to make sure
I would emphasize my true message by repeating it again and again.
Let's take it slow.
I'm back! I'm back! Finally done with my patrol. How's it going, Rover? Feeling spry as ever?
Baiju said he is in great health. No issues to report. We made some progress in
nothing special. A typical patrol. Well, Uncle Jiang's cat climbed a tree, and on its way down, it landed on Uncle Chempi's head, causing him to take a tumble. Some dogs kept barking and have been scaring the passers-by, so I went there to calm them down. I received a report about someone going missing. I just logged the case and talked to the person who reported it. You're not the one they're searching. Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but the system came up with nothing. The latest record was from today when I took Rover for registration. That's pretty much the update for now. Huh? Are you not going to investigate? All right, I still owe you a meal.
Do you have a place to stay, Rover?
Talk about hospitality. Boy, I wonder what it's like to live in the city. All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the city hall and we'll leave the rest till tomorrow. Mrs. Panwa, good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please. What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Bijur's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. And with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Bijur leading the pack. In case of an emergency, Rover, roll out. By the way, now that we've figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf and run-of-the-mill mangosteen, right? So it only took us 1 trip to the academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to begin with.
What's our next plan of action, Rover? Bijur said the leaf bears the frequencies of tacit discords. So it must be from a tree near a tacit field. Then we must leave the city to pursue this lead. The access pass may be another hint. There are usually no checkpoints set up in the city besides at City Hall. A pass isn't required.
Now why didn't I think of that? Gotta hand it to you, Yang Yang. It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang?
Without a doubt.
Truth from the sun. Bide the time. Tell truth from the sun. Wind Rider. Wind Rider. Fury boils. Feel my wrath. Let's do this another way. Inferno.
Endless reverberation. Administering first aid.
Let's do this another way. Burn to ashes! As you wish. You're wide open. Tell truth from facade.
Resonators can boost our combat if you feel like it. Head to
Yang Yang, did you hear that? Is that someone crying and wailing?
That should be the Midnight Ranges training camp. Let's not worry about it. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new recruits. I heard he's pretty tough.
An unexpected discovery.
Defense of the city gate. Defense of the city gate has been strengthened. It wasn't like this when we came back.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfall Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front lines?
That's why we must stay vigilant, so people in the city can go on peacefully with their lives. Besides, General Jian is currently there at the Norfall Barrens base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I promised him, so I gotta give it my all. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed. Will it be an issue for you?
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, she could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass, and no one would question it.
Sure.
So you're looking for the relative of a veteran, and you believe he's in the Midnight Rangers camp in Deseret Highland?
Mm-hmm, exactly. This mangosteen? It's got some fresh-looking leaves, soft, springy skin, and 8 fleshy segments fully ripened inside. It looks like an... His name is Ji-yuan. I don't know him in person. On my way down the mountain, I ran into his grandfather who was looking for his grandson on his own, but ended up lost. I couldn't just leave an elderly person like him out there.
You're willing to go to such lengths with someone you don't know. You have a kind soul.
It's all thanks to many kind-hearted people. With that, I grew up in my sect on a mountain. So one day, I was told training in seclusion was not enough. I must engage with the world so I started my self-cultivating journey. I've been to various cities and gained valuable lessons, but there is still so much more to learn. Mr. Zhang Ye seemed confused. He's gone through a lot searching for his enlisted grandson. Lending a helping, I reported his situation to the patrol station, but with the chaos on the front line, Mr. Zhang Ye has been extremely worried about his grandson's safety. He'd sneak out to look for his grandson the moment no one was watching. According to what I've gathered, Mr. Zhang Ye's grandson is very likely in the Deseret Highland. Thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to... Of course.
Is upon us.
An unexpected discovery. every gain.
It is natural to feel dreadful of the unknown. Yet, there are times when the unknown harbors hope. Like how I can never know what else this power.
Hopefully this helps.
I got your back. How reliable. Ha!
Storm, hear my command!
Disperse. Remnants of the past.
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
A missing person. Juyan. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person?
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would...
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my outrider comrade. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline.
Sure.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
Let's take it slow. protect.
Huh.
An unexpected discovery.
Is that the beacon? They don't look like soldiers. Greetings. What might interest...
Nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
I can't move. So hungry.
Oh, please don't arrest us. We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
A tough nut, ain't you?
Just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us. Get rid of pennies. Or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids. Don't test our patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on yourselves, or you'll be lucky to leave in one piece.
I will not bend to injustice.
We're begging you, stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food? And do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here? They seem trained.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. Tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could eat.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway. So we ain't got the balls to rob the army. But with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna...
No, wait. What I gave them was more than enough for them to make it to Jinzhou. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, What's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to...
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like this. If we can't find...
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask...
Hurry, move, let's get out of here.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the sharp eye.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages.
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the...
An unexpected discovery.
cherish every gain.
How reliable.
Swift and resolute. The end has come.
Speeding up.
Let's take it slow. How reliable.
Shake the shakeless.
Serenade!
Hopefully this helps.
The streams have guided me to you. I have a feeling we'll be companions for many moons to come.
How reliable. Steady there. This is my ground.
Break. Keep it together. Ha!
Let me be your blade.
Precipitant, storm, hear my command. How reliable.
Swift and resolute. The end has come. Hopefully this helps.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. Oh, please be careful.
How reliable.
Oh, please be careful. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with
How reliable. My luck seems good, like always. Reliable.
Crisp and clean. Speeding up.
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadow.
I got your back. Victory, guide my blade. How reliable.
The hour is upon us.
This should suffice for a while.
Let's take it slow. The more the merrier. You got me there. My luck seems good, like always. Ugh. Stay calm. Ugh.
Master Tianxing, are you alright?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of... Talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these? You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Excuse me, one moment, please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Oh, sorry, have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately. I'm sorry, the wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now. Could you please take care of them?
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds. Thank you.
It's so busy here. It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath.
Things are always like this in the rear. The frontline soldiers focus solely on battle, following orders and striking enemies. But in the rear, personnel must juggle numerous tasks: supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural. I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace and
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just a little. It's okay. I'm fine.
I'll go find a medic.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. No.
Please calm down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. That's not bravado. My wounds can close on their own. It's my resonance ability. The medic—
Stop squirming, will you? We're here because you need our help. Please hold him still for me.
Sure.
Thank you for your assistance.
They look badly injured.
Don't worry, they've received proper treatment now. They'll recover in time. I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, not resonators. The battles were brutal, but things have improved. Each injury represents countless tacit discords eliminated by our brave soldiers. Resonators in the Midnight Rangers are incredible warriors. Those who have to retreat from injury must have already taken out hundreds of enemies.
They are the ones keeping our people safe. What I've been doing is not worth mentioning compared to them.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't have helped so many wounded soldiers in such a short time. Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own.
Thank you.
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor.
Rover.
Here are some recipes for dietary
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
Let's take it slow.
Reliable.
Let me be your blade.
Storm, hear my command.
See. Speeding up. Speeding up.
How reliable.
Hopefully this helps.
Is this it?
Is this the end?
Let's take it slow.
Speeding up.
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. Ewa, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Ewa. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look.
Juyen. So, he never sent a letter home? Like, the Midnight Rangers are no longer recruiting non-resonators lately. But Juyen was a stub. We sent him back to the city time and time again, and he just kept finding ways to... With the battle escalating, it's getting increasingly dangerous out here. I shouldn't keep him here any longer. I was just... Oh, now I remember. He should be currently on the floor above.
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh, please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade. Is this a mangosteen? Well, it's not a local fruit, so we can only get it through imports. But with the recent tacit Discord outbreaks, we've had to prioritize bringing in the essentials. We'll get back to importing more of these after General Jian makes his triumphant return. Now, currently, there's only one waterway open from Port Gunchao in the south of the city. Now, the rear guards would regularly go there to escort goods. What more do I know? The military rarely buys this fruit for rations due to its short shelf life. Plus, it looks too much like a grenade, and that could cause some issues.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhiyuan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe. I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Shan Tea House. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the magazine indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think...
So Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about the TD outbreak? If those tacit discords break through our defenses, it would be a disaster for not just Huanglong, but for all of humanity. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I...
General! Follow the Qinglong! Tell troops from the side. And now! Tell troops from the side. Fear no more. Retreat to advance. Time to fight back. 7. Tell troop from the side. Wind Rider. Ride the time. Troop from the side. To fight back. Wind Rider. facade. Stop. Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider. Tell truth from facade. Fear no more. Break! Wind Rider! Like the time. Retreat to advance. Tell truth with the sun. I can take it. Stop.
What's the matter? Are you... Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance.
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Tinglong. The Tinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol of General Tian, the leader of all Midnight Rangers. The front lines are not far from here. General Tian must be there, fighting alongside our soldiers to keep the tacit discords away. It doesn't seem like a coincidence. We arrived near the battlefield right when General Tian was leading an attack against the tacit discords. Your vision. The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfall Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you. Resonate with tacit discords? Rover?
According to Baiji, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is... Siege Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense. Rover, perhaps you can give it a try. place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something terrible must have happened here. Rover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first.
How reliable.
Ha! Break.
Precipitant! I got your back.
Swift and resolute.
Let me be your blade. I got your back. Attack is the best defense. How reliable.
Hopefully this helps.
Let me be your blade. Deference! Let the winds roar. I got your back. How reliable. Let me be your blade.
Ha! The hour is upon us.
I got your back.
I think I found something, Rover. Ritualistic wooden plaque. Why are they here? They seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their village.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Watch out! Something's not right. Why?
Brother! Brother! Help! Help!
It seems to only repeat these lines. Tacit discords attack other living beings because this one probably devoured the frequency, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cry? I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and Rover. I think it seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. The village is crying, waiting for rescue. Something truly awful must have happened here, and the victims' reverberations still linger. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that didn't happen all too long ago. Perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or maybe someone has been intentionally There must be something we can do. We may find the victims near. I'll inform Chuzia about what happened here. Can we continue our search before the official investigators arrive? Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine. And I thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the little one here, let's leave it be. The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured. These cards. I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Fraxidus standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Fraxidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent... If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar. Cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Don't worry. I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. So, it's true. That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors. So you noticed. Oh, I am flattered. No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers. But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to meet you with absolute honesty. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes. I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? How typical. The age-old tale of savage wolves and helpless lambs. Good and evil as clear as day. It's a tired story that people cling to in their mundane lives. Oh, how it keeps them in check. But let me ask you this. Do you truly believe the real world can be that simple? Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Our story begins once upon a time in a peace. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat. Fables, stories told and but they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin. their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like us now. Caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part. One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The no, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master? Oh, so we agree already. You are right. But the world it's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality. The lambs reveled in endless bonfire as each night rover. I once built a true the world to receive equal when every wish comes with a hefty when they all rush to make funny, isn't it? Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual. But the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes. Because after witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did? Those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses. Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Oh, so you're siding with the white lambs, blaming it all on the one who challenged the status quo. But In another version of this story, the Black Lamb got to unleash its vengeful wrath upon the flock and the shepherd, eventually becoming the new rule maker. Is that the kind of ending you were hoping to hear? Now, my second question. What? They must have poured their sincerity into it, no doubt. But that's not much of a price, is it? Here's my final question. What happened to the Black Lamb? Don't rush, Rover. Take your time. What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock never found out about it. They were deceived to believe the Black Lamb was the culprit.
Almost there, Rover. Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary Black Lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The Black Lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the Black Lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the Black Lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave Black Lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. The Black Lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The Black Lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the White Lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo. Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the Black Lamb. The one who breaks the rules. Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this Black Lamb is going to end up like you say. Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing. Trees of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead? Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path, and I've got a scorchingly Don't rush. One slip, and you'll shatter to pieces.
Please.
How reliable.
Such speed. Such brutality. Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all. Shh, don't be so quick to Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the breaking black lamb? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lamb can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors.
Speeding up.
How reliable.
Shake the shakeless. Precipitant. Ha! Speeding up.
I got your back. Attack is the best defense. How reliable.
Let me be your blade.
Tempest.
Hope you always help.
Such a pesky girl.
Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from her!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect mood. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision. We'll meet again in the not too distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and it took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover.
Brother. Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be? Yes, that is a possibility. Since Scar had been here before, let's talk about it later. Rover, it seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual. Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs? That does sound like something he might do. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves. What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, as I thought. Yes, as I thought. I just felt a similar vibration from that direction. Please follow me.
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
The water is going down. I can't believe it. There is such a... I can't believe it. There is such a big opening down here. How odd. This place should have been soaked in water, but everything is dry here. Even the vegetation is thriving. Did Scar do this? Given his powers, it doesn't seem too hard for him. That tree, it's stunning. It's almost eerily enchanting.
Please, save us.
Are you trying to tell us about something hidden here? Where did it go? Oh, is that a diary? That girl just wanted to save her village. But those sacrifices didn't lead to redemption. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me, it's getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back now? Sorry, Rover. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But I could still feel so many emotions, and the villagers were a complex mix of emotions. Hope, resentment, and despair. And as I read the diary, I could feel what was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful... My apologies. I got lost in thoughts again. I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again. But I still lack the confidence to make that claim. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. To become someone with the strength to stop them from ever happening again. I cannot stop the lament. Really? Thank you, Rover. Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Let's go. Yes, let's go back.